My company is ILEG Technology Screens. I just got finished installing the second screen. Had to go to the shop and get that done early and bring it back here and set it up. Hold on a minute. Alright, had a little incident today working on something, and I yanked my graphic card out while the PC was on. So, yeah, it scared me a bit. Thinking, oh, I broke my stuff already. But anyway, yeah, so just to show how easy it is to apply our technology to just about anything you want and convert that into a high performance screen, this is the top of the container that we use to soak our screens in for testing them and make sure they're weatherproof and, you know, a visible screen shouldn't reach underwater. So it's just made out of a Tupperware container, a basically storage container you put your socks and stuff like that in, or food or whatever. But that's what that is. So I'm sitting there painting something. I'm like, I'm going to turn it into a projection screen and use this in one of our demonstrations. So right here we have our QUMI Q2 portable projector 720p. That's the other screen right there, already finished and set up, and that's the other one over there we did yesterday. But anyway, just to show our customers at the end of the day why you don't have to go through some painstaking headache demonstrations and how to paint the screen. I've seen some real nutso paint down demonstrations, some up and down roller formation, all that bull crap. No, actually, I painted these screens in. We were over at the shop. The only thing we didn't have 9-inch rollers over there. There were no 9-inch rollers to be found. The only thing they had was I had to go back and get my foam roller, which is the one I have down here. I'm going to paint another one of these and do a demonstration for YouTube. But yeah, I painted that. These things have no streak, nothing whatsoever. There's no streak, nothing pops up. So I just rolled over this a few minutes ago. This is actually the top of the Tupperware container that basically houses our screens when we submerge them underwater. So that's it. We can turn anything we want to a screen. Let's get it going. Oh, I'm sorry, we're on the wrong one. Fire stick is over here. Why we're not getting a fire stick? We're on PC on this side. She's playing. Where is she playing? Oh, there we go. Oh, we got sound here. Sound's up. Yeah, anything you want. This is the Apex. So the Apex Gamer is designed to be painted on just about anything we touch with it. Now, I still got some other testing with some other surfaces with it, and we do have another version coming out for inflatable screens. And inflatable screens have to be done with a different type of formula because you can mess the screen up if you don't do it correctly. But we do have one coming out for that for the summertime. And people want gaming on inflatable screens and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we're working on that next. But yeah, just painted over surface. Now my screens you see over here, these are just plastic. They do this. These are just plastic sheets that we got over at Amazon at 24 by 36, and it was a one coat. That's it. As you see me paint screens on camera like we did for the customers before we shipped out their paint. We just went zigzags in different directions and up and down. That wouldn't even make a difference. It's going to dry every single time. Fast, quick, no hassle, no headache, with excellent results from the door. So this is going to be one of the screens we're going to be using when we showcase the technology. Is a top of a storage container. Now, if our technology can operate in our environments, on top of that with a plastic storage container and a $40 720p projector, and with that incredible, it shows you at the end of the day why our product is the only and the best choice. And again, I can't express this enough because it comes up all the time in forum sites. Gray screens, white screens, will sit there. I think thing used to be white at one point. But gray screens will sit there and say, well, yeah, you can paint over the same thing, but you can't see contrast. I have this conversation all the time with phone sites. Well, we can do the same thing too. Can you pick up contrast? All right, then, let's move on. You can't see it. And if you can't read contrast, guess what else you can't read? Color. Because color involves the contrast level. You know what else involves the contrast levels? Ambient light rejection technology. So you don't have the contrast. It's like a domino effect that triggers off. Till then, we can turn that into a TV. Tupperware top. Now mind you, I've done bed sheets, I've done blankets, I've done plastic bags. We've coated over just about everything you could possibly think of and converted them into screens. Look at this shine on the metal. And this is a $40 portable QUMI projector, which this is the same projector we take outside when we're operating the SFEG screens. The screens are designed to absorb sunlight. We use these projectors outside. Now because of this technology, I'll be going on site, I'll be using this projector. That's all I'm going to need. That's it. We don't require expensive machines, calibrating, forced dark environments, and all the nonsense that goes with it. Expensive, high-priced projector. No, it's not needed. So I'm going to do a pre-cord on this and bounce this all over all our different sites that we're on, showing you that how we can turn a piece of Tupperware, a storage Tupperware pretty much what it is, into a high-performance projection screen, and we don't have to have 4K or 1080p to do it. We have 720p portable projector, and it's under the 600 by 800 mark. Alright, if you're interested in our new Apex Gamer screen paint, it is available on our website. We do have free shipping. We're still working with other shipping carriers on different countries we can ship to. So we're still working on that. Canada looks like a high point because we can go through UPS with them. They have reasonable shipping over there, so that works. So certain containers will be available for shipping overseas, and some may not because the shipping costs we pay for all that. That would basically gouge out of what we make. So we have some people that want the product, they pay for the shipping. Can you blame them? Look how incredible that looks. But as I said before, I'd rather have it. We pay for everything, but because of that whole whatever over there, yeah, it's just been a headache. It's been a real headache. Trying to get everybody taken care of. Oh, and we're done with our screens. We all completed. They're all in now. All the screens are set up and ready to go. We have the floor to do next. I'm going to put a screen down for that floor, and we're going to convert it into koi fish. Very bright, high, white levels. As you can see with this technology, we did some demonstrations on some simple boxes downstairs. Stream was generating white levels, bright, beautiful vivid colors so well that a troll came in and said, hey, the white screen does the same thing. Technically, no, it doesn't. You know, we pick up better color, we pick up 100% contrast, and we can operate in fully lit environments with our technology. On top of that, we have other applications that we use with our technology that white screens can't operate on, and that would be projector mapping applications because they can't read black, and you have to have black, and you know how that even works in the day. So anyway, yeah, know that a black technology that we engineered literally picked up a white level, color level so high that it blended it to the wall behind it. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We've been using that post from the troll and everything now. I can't explain this enough. You guys literally work for us. Oh, let's get something else too. I'm loving this, man. Let's see. Let's go over here and let's grab. Let's see. Ooh, let's see some wild animals. They don't understand the term by it. You work for us. You do. You actually work for my company. You don't get paid, but you work for us. The thing about trolls, and it is interesting, now say your product does work, or it's worth 100%, we can show it anywhere you want, you know what I mean? I got to take this thing down to a couple places today, but like I said, you work for us. Why? Because when you get on there and you make these rants about how our products don't work, customers will seek us out. They will. They'll go to our websites and find that our websites are far more better than your websites. We have tons of information, tons of video demonstrations. You go to our YouTube channel. We have 14,000 video demonstrations completed. You don't have nothing close to what we do. We have entire test pages. And on top of that, we flood AI Google. You go on Google, you type, and we always come up. We got demonstrations of screens firing up outside. It's kind of hard to say that there's a screen painter or it doesn't work, and we're outside walking around all over Allentown with a projector and 300 lumens popping up all over the place. So what you do is you take people that don't know anything about us, and they'll come and research us, because people research, and they'll find out that our products are way beyond yours. And you know they can come to a conclusion out of that? You're trolls. That's how they see you as. Haters and trolls. So I've had people come to my call me up and we'll have a talk on the phone and say, yeah, this guy on there is talking all this trash about your product, and I went on your website. It's very informative. It's lots of information. And then I go back to his site and do a comparison. It's like nothing on his site. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. You out yourselves. So when we had the showroom set up, how would that even work? You're on YouTube ranting and saying it doesn't work, and we got people in the showroom staring at it. Matter of fact, I said I'll invite your attorney to my showroom to see. We'll invite your attorney to my office to see my setup. And I guarantee you $100 I can get him to drop your case, and we can hire him to sue you. When we do that, you can't get, no attorney will represent you after that. That whatever he writes in that document about whatever happened, it's for other attorneys to read. And other attorneys go, oh, wait. What happened to your last attorney? Oh, I say that? Yeah, they'll even contact that attorney. They will contact them. So why did you let this case go? What happened? What's going on with it? Because again, remember, they got to invest a lot of money into this, getting everything set up, and blah, 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 blah. And they want to make sure before they start spending this money, they want to know exactly what happened. So they'll contact and go, what happened? Talk to them. Well, we went down to the guy's showroom, and the guy invited us down, and we saw the screen for ourselves, and it's nothing like how we described it. So he completely lied through the whole thing. There you go. That's what they'll do. So, yeah, you work for us. So when we have customers contact and say, hey, yeah, this guy was talking about you. I came to check you out. And I said, wow, you guys make all that. I even had customers come down to my house. And when I was up for Darby, I had customers come over. The guy was like, wow. So that one customer that you try to taint will come over, see our technology, be blown away, and tell all his friends, you work for me. And you don't get paid. Cool. Let me see what we got going on over here. Let's get something else. You give me a 4K Snow Screensaver Cottage. Now, you see how many times we asked for this over and over and over and over again? We like to show up the white levels. Now, gray screen, what you should be doing is asking for Starfield Screensaver, Starfield Screensaver, Starfield Screensaver. Yeah, you should be pulling it up in every single video demonstration in a fully lit environment to show that you read 100% black levels. That is going to be the biggest problem your screen's going to have a challenge on, is its black levels altogether. Ours would be white levels, but we don't have that problem because all our stuff is tested. Let's see if we can make my product unwatchable. No, it can't. Now, I can't express this enough, and I say this in videos all the time for those who don't know. There are some people that we are taking to court and we are suing. This is why I bring it from time to time. But yes, there's a few individuals we're taking to court. They're being hit with major lawsuits, and some of them are facing very serious prison time. So, as I said before, if I do this to you in a courtroom, you're done. That's it. And for those who made a statement about us using high-powered machines, again, if we do this to you in a courtroom, you're done. So that means you're going to owe Mr. Bird a lot of money. And maybe if things go wrong your way in federal court, we can get 20 years out of you. So it's not worth it. We can back this stuff up on every level you could possibly think of. Of course, it's God's technology. That's why we put down powered by God's technology. "4K Snow Screensaver." There we go. Now, I can't advise this enough. If you've done one of these videos, there's a 100% chance we got your video. So I would strongly advise you get an attorney. This is not a game at the end of the day. I would advise you get an attorney. Because, again, you're going to have to go to court for this. And we have a bunch of people on a list right now. We got your videos. We got you saying things you should have not been saying about my company. This is going to cost you a lot of money. I'm going to do that in the courtroom just like that. But I'm going to have you paint the screen in. I'm not painting the screen. You're going to paint it in for us. It better match what it has in your videos. If not, you're in a lot of trouble. So yeah, the Apex brings up one of the highest white levels. 8s could do it too. 8s bring up incredible white levels. 38s, all those screen paints are all tested. We have test demonstrations for every single screen paint we have ever developed. And they've all done these tests. So if you sit there and say, well, it's just, no, all of them had, well, how do you think you get 14,000 videos in your arsenal? You get 14,000 videos in your arsenal because you test all your products, that's why. 14,000 and climbing, we'll be to 20,000 soon. But I got some more stuff I got to test out. But as you can see for our customers, our screen paint is absolutely incredible. Now, when it comes to the gray screen, if I stick your screen, well, we already know what's going to happen from there. Let's show you. Starfield screensaver. Nope, not Garfield. Starfield screensaver. I can see why I would say Garfield. I really can see that. Not even close. Not even in the ballpark. Nothing. Now you see how we match our white levels next to your screen? This is your screen matching your contrast levels to us. And we could blend into your white screen, your white surfaces or white colors easily with no problem. We have no problem with that. You would never turn my screen unwatchable. But we can make your screen unrecognizable. You can't read the contrast level. And this projector, mind the QUMI, has a 10,000 to 1, which is absolutely useless on a great screen. Beta fish, black background. What are you? One single fish.
Every dog breed has unique needs. That's why Royal Canin makes over 60 breed formulas tailored to meet them. And right now,
so to say at the end of the day that a gray screen can compete with any of our black technology is complete foolishness, because you cannot read the contrast levels. See how our color is produced right there? Ooh, I wanted to go back to that. That was a nice single fish. We usually don't get a lot of those. We get a bunch of the which ones bouncing back. What we can't do is because we got copyrighted music on, that's why. Let's get the usual. Oh, there we go. No. So watch when it passes over to the gray screen, discoloration pops up, contrast level doesn't read in any way whatsoever. Now, how they fool you on this, we all know how they do it. They turn out the lights. They make an area very, very, very dark. That's why. And then they choose projectors with really high contrast to fix their problems. Mind you, this is going to cost you more money, the consumer. Now, mind you, we have the shades over top the 24,000 Right now, these are the shades we have. This keeps Mr. Bird from having these crazy headaches and ending up in the hospital because the lights are very bright in here. But even with the shades on in here, the gray screen can't function. It doesn't work. So even if you're in a shaded environment like we're right now, the gray screen is useless. Absolutely useless. White screens, you definitely know it's not going to work. That's why you have a gray screen, because the white screen's not working. But does the gray screen work now today with all the technology? No, 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 no. The reason why Elite screens and all these big companies still have white screens and gray screens because they're called budget screens. So a lot of people can't afford the high-end gunmetals, so they have to basically get those particular screens. Where in our technology, you don't have to spend the money for expensive projectors or break the bank in order to get a high-end professional-looking image. We can turn a piece of Tupperware into a projection screen. I swear, man, this is my desk. This is why I wanted to bring my own desk, but this thing is really heavy. You can't take it out. I was going to coat over the whole desk and turn it into a screen. They're going to do a panel system on top of it. I got to get ready for that too, to put the panel system in. Now I'm looking at this like this is a pretty cool idea. It's like a little drawer thing going on. It got like 2 pizzas here and another air. That's pretty cool. For $19? Really? That's it? Hmm. Interesting. That's pretty cool. That caught my eye. That's something I can get for a bunch of people. Let's go over to OLED black levels 4K demonstrations. Oh, let's get this one right here. That shine coming off the blade. The black technology. And this is what I find interesting about the gray screen. I'm not talking about one gray screen, I'm not talking about all of them. We're speaking on all gray screens, not just one. But what I find interesting about it, they show a lot of OLED demonstrations, but they do these in really dark environments. Because you can't, OLED, you have to be to pick up that black background. The gray screen can't read that. We have people saying, what can I paint it on too? Yeah, go to Home Depot. Build something crazy. You can literally paint it on just about anything that you think of. Like I said, we did bed sheets at one point. Bed sheets. I remember somebody making a statement. We were over in the garage, said, wow, all that work to come down to this. You got to be careful how you speak at the end of the day. You don't know my God. You really don't. You're far from it. You don't know my God. But he made that statement one time. I got it on recorded, documented. All that to end up in the garage to come down to this. See, the problem with that particular individual, he's got to have an overstepping boundaries, especially when there's boundaries involving God. All this will come down to what? Out of the garage, what do we come up with? FLE technology, a technology that can literally breed off a 1,000 lumen projector up the size of a postal box on a garage that no one can beat to this day. And then from there, we came with this technology, and I announced in the middle of the floor when I said that if I am all these things, may the Lord, my God, out me for who I am. And now we have a gaming technology that's so advanced that the white levels are absolutely insane. And again, the paint down application, ultra black contrast levels, gorgeous colors. And then we have a technology that allows us to walk around anywhere we want, any time of the day, anywhere we want to go at 50 to 300 lumens, even in direct sunlight. You can fire up and pick up an image. I think my Lord has made himself known. I think he spoke. So imagine when I sit there and say that those of you who have tried to taint our blessings, you got God to deal with. That's his work at the end of the day. If you said that you would never go against God, you would never try to strike down God or try to take anything he says and put it, you just did. Because it's very blessing. I sat right there and made the statement, and look what we have now. That's what you're facing. It ain't me you got to worry about. It's the Lord, my Savior, you got to worry about. Remember, that is a person or supreme who has the keys to death and life. And you went around and took his Christian, I can't say good Christian, but his Christians' blessings that he gave to me many years back, and you went on and you tried to make it seem like it was fake, a scam, a ripoff. So technically, you just said that God and Jesus, who blessed us with that technology, that the blessing they gave to us was a scam and a ripoff. That's really what you said, because you're not just speaking to me, you're speaking to him also. He's the one who gave it to us. You better repent. You better get down on your knees and you better repent. You need God 100%. You know why you need him? Because you're being hunted. You know what you're being hunted by? Everybody's being hunted by the demon. And the only person that can vanquish the demon is God. So if you refuse to basically repent for your sins and what you have done, then how do you expect the Lord to protect you when that demon comes for you? And you've been listening to it the entire time. I find that whole situation quite interesting. Here they are, they follow the devil to do the devil's act, because the devil doesn't like it that we're blessed. The devil doesn't like it that the Lord has given us blessings. He don't like that at all, period. And the devil has used them to try to attack us, which, again, as you can see, doesn't work at all, period. But anyway, if the devil were to pop up in your home right now, God forbid he doesn't, but if he did pop up in your room right now and show his true form, who could you go to fight it? Can't go to the cops. They can't do anything with Satan. Yeah, you can't do anything with him at all. Guns, bullets, nah, it's immortal. It doesn't bother him whatsoever. So who can you go to? I mean, you can't do anything about it. The only person that can defeat the devil is God and Jesus. You can't. But yet, you're the same person who attacked his people and listened to the devil, the one who told you to do all these things. That's what I find interesting. Now, the good thing about it is, God's a forgiving God. He is. He's a forgiving God. He's a graceful God. He's a loving God. That's what he is. But you're filled with so much hatred toward me that you won't let go. And it doesn't bother me if you don't want to let go. You're going down with the ship at the end of the day, not us, because we're protected by God. See how interesting it is? The very person that you were calling for protection, if Satan popped up in your home and called for your name, is the very person that protects us. So you need protection from God who protects us. And yet you serve the devil and do his will to try to take out us, and God protects us. You didn't see all that. Of course you won't see all that, because the devil will cloud your mind. And now you're on the judgment. Because again, you got another thing to worry about. Your time on this earth. You're not promised tomorrow. So if you don't wake up the next day and you haven't picked up the cross and followed Jesus, that means you go to purgatory. And you will see it, what it looks like in real life. You will get a chance to see what Satan and his fallings look like. And I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. I couldn't imagine, and I don't want to imagine. I want it far from my mind as possible. And you will be trapped with that forever. So that's what you're facing. And meanwhile, everything you do to us doesn't work. As you can see. Yep. Ugh. Can't take anything off my table. I said that many times. You can't take bread off my table. God blesses us with bread on our table. You can't take our blessings. We tried to make our products, fail. We even gave you permission, fail. The reason why we gave you permission because we knew you could make it. Can't take a Christian's blessings. And if you look up in the Bible, it does talk about the dangers of basically touching and trying to steal a Christian's blessings. Yep. I'm loving my Tupperware screen. Ooh, I think I did this over here.
How does Fidelity Go work? Invest for me. Sign me up.
Now I gotta go meet up with some people. And guess what I'm taking from my screen? That! And it's $40 projector. It's the best setup ever. What better way to convince people that our technology can be applied to their surfaces than taking the top of a piece of Tupperware and storage container and using it as a screen? If we can get that to work, heck, we can get your white screen to work with no problem whatsoever.
Shot at 60 frames per second.
Let me choose for a minute.
8K and 4K. This tool brings every detail to life with stunning
That's
precision.
here.
Witness the movements of wide color gamut, pushing the limits of color reproduction.
Put it over here.
All the way up to 2,000 to 4,000 nits of peak brightness. Whether you're tuning a cinematic masterpiece or enjoying your favorite streaming content,
Isn't that gorgeous? That's absolutely insane. Now, those of you that have white projection screens, well, there you go. Let's put this right next to us. Over there.
welcome to the future of home theater calibration. Introducing the Dolby Vision Easy Calibration Tool. A powerful, intuitive demo designed for TV owners who demand the highest visual fidelity from their OLED and ULED displays. Shot in 60 frames per second and mastered in 12K, 8K, and 4K. This tool brings every detail to life with stunning precision.
So the screen washes out.
Witness the
Even at
brilliance of
300
wide color
lumens.
gamut, pushing the limits of color reproduction. All the way up to
That's why you need
2,000
contrast.
4,000
Contrast gives you detail,
brightness.
depth, brings the image to life, makes your colors pop, and absorbs light on the same time.
Or enjoying your favorite streaming
Now,
content.
for those who want to develop black technology
This
in the day,
calibration demo
you are too far behind, and your stuff is not even properly tested. You're missing a lot of testing. One of the most important tests you're going to have to do is black paint. You're going to have 60 of these. And you have to have them inside, outside, pico projector, ultra short, the long throws. They have to be done on 4K, they have to be done on 720p. We've done all that already.
like never before.
That's why we have an entire page dedicated for those tests.
See the director's vision exactly as intended.
And it's not going to be paint, it's going to be fabric, it's going to be film, it's going to be plastics, it's going to be wood, it's going to be anything that's black. You got to literally lay it against your screen. And you have to do those demonstrations live. That's scary as I don't know what, isn't it? You fail in a live demonstration, your company's over. You'll have to rebuild all over again. That's how hard it is to do those tests. Us, not hard. You know why? Our technologies come from God. I find it, who gave us that test, who gave us that challenge? A troll did. A troll came into our channel one time. We knew what it was anyway. But he came into our channel and said that, hey, what's the difference between your product and black paint? And I thought, that is a good idea. I said, that's a good idea. And that's what we did with it. Now, we turned around and we did all these tests and crazy demonstrations and everything you could possibly think of, right? And then we turned around and we took all that we've done and pushed it back in your direction. So now, in order for you to keep up with us, you'll have to complete all test demonstrations under our Black versus Black, and there's a lot of them. Some of them require you to actually make different types of paint and put against your own screen. So good luck on that one. But I see if the white surface, nah, definitely doesn't work. Every time we come here with something crazy like that, they get a kick out of it. Like, top wire? Like, you just roll over top, what we've done, just thought it'd be a good idea to bring the screen. And I think we're bringing these big old heavy projectors. We bring that 3 lumen projector in there, a little portable pop open. Yep, we're right there in the office. Let's see if that white surface can make my paint go unwatchable. I am so curious on this one. Let's go with 4K Snow Screensaver Cottage. No. We've done all this testing. We've done all this already. See, this is where people with gray screens is where you're doomed if we get you into a courtroom. Now, why? Because if a white surface, which pulls the highest white level, cannot make our screen paint unwatchable, how can a gray screen do it? You don't have a chance of HE double hockey 6 or a snowball chance in HE double hockey 6 of winning that court case. This is why those particular cases go to 10 million and up. Because we know if we hit a company with that, we're going to take a lot out of you. It's a fallen tree scenario, as in you can't outrun it. Some lawsuits you can outrun. You can, not these. These are designed that you can't outrun them. Go to the left or the right, you're still going to get squashed by. It's designed to rip everything up. So keep in mind, if you get hit with a $10 million lawsuit and you can't cover that thing, the interest alone will crush you. And that means banks will start shutting down your accounts left and right. You're red flagged everywhere because you owe a considerably huge amount of money, and it's going to show up everywhere in every form of financial database. It's going to show up. Your credit score is going to go. You're going to watch your credit score shrink to nothing. So the debt collectors are going to have an endless ability to take whatever they want from you because you owe so much money. So college funds, money saved up for burial, that's all gone. That's gone. That's completely gone. You have any businesses, they're shutting every single one of them down. They're going to start boarding up your businesses, taking them, auctioning them off. You owe a lot of money. And there's a debt collector on top of your head that's collecting the money. Your paycheck, they're going to garnish that. Your income tax, they're taking that. They're going to take the whole income tax. If they can, if you don't owe anything, or like you got some child payment, they'll get around that in court, but we're going to get some of it. We can guarantee that. And technically, you'll be working for me for the rest of your life until you pass off the earth. Because you owe me a lot of money. So if you fail in any one of these court dates that come up, anything we bring into court where we're suing you, if you make these statements, there is not any way for you to win it. If you made a statement saying that we use high-powered projectors, run a QUMI Q2 right now on a white sheet of paper next to our black technology. You're going to lose that case. You're not going to win it. If you try we know people do this, what they do is they try to put their houses and property in somebody else's name. We get an investigator to dig through all that, their financial records, everything. The problem you're going to have is you've been paying on a house from day one. And all of a sudden, because of a lawsuit pops up, your financial switches over to somebody else that looks like they're paying for the house. This can get them in a lot of trouble. Now we're going to start investigating them because we're going to point in their direction, wherever it comes from, whoever name is now on that deed. We're going to start investigating them. And then they have lawsuits and prison time that may hit them also. So nobody will touch you. We'll send them a nice little letter that'll scare the living crap out of them, and they'll tell you that, look, I don't want nothing to do with this. And say if the bank owns it. Well, if the bank owes it at the end of the day, we technically can't touch it. But if you owe us a certain amount of money, you can't pay the bank. So it's going to go for foreclosure anyway. And we don't care if it's auction off, whatever. We don't want it. We just basically want to take it from you. Because again, you did something you shouldn't have did. You went to YouTube, on social media. You said some false things about our company, saying that our products were very dark and they don't pick up and they're unvirtual, don't watch them, don't buy them. The guy's a scam artist. He rips people off. That's what you made in your statement, right? I can throw you in jail for that, and I can take everything from you for the same getting this statement. If you cannot back this up in a court of law, which we're giving you the opportunity to do so, and you can't back this up, you will lose everything. You'll become homeless. And you still will owe me money. So, hope we don't find you, because we found 60 already. So we hope we don't find you. Hope they don't find any more. It's not for us. We don't, at the end of the day, we can back our stuff up anywhere we go. It's the problem. You're going to have the problem at the end of the day. You're going to have to pay considerably a lot of money that you don't have. And there's no plea deals. We don't do those. When we go to court, there's no plea deals. It's hit you at maximum. Whatever we can hit you at maximum, what the judge can give us, this is what we want. So the crying in court and all that stuff, it doesn't mean nothing to us. We give people plenty of opportunity. You know the difference between right and wrong. If I go out and say, hey, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever, and I say something bad about their food that's not true, that can cause something to somebody, get somebody cancer if you eat it, and I keep making these campaigns over and over and over again, they have a right to come in and sue me. Because what I said about their company is not true. I made it up. And that's what you guys did at the end of the day. So, again, for those of you who feel that because you're on YouTube, or you got a fake email account, or you got a fake using somebody else's internet, or what do you think at the end of the day? You think that's going to hide you? I've got a friend of mine that will tell you you can't hide, especially not from him. You got a carbon footprint on this planet. You got credit cards, banking accounts, an IP address. You got a birth certificate, any of that stuff. You're in the system, they'll find you. And then we'll see you in court. And then you'll owe Mr. Bird a lot of money. And all that crying in court, because I've seen it before, I've sued people before for stuff like this. All that crying in court, and no, we don't care about that. I have no remorse for you at that point. I've given you plenty of time. So be prepared. And please, don't tell yourself at the end of the day that you can't be found. Never tell yourself that, because you can be. We live in the digital era. And the people that I'm hiring, the people that I'm bringing on board, especially two of the guys I do know I used to work with back in the day, these guys are pretty good. One of them worked for the FBI. I'm going to bring them on board and hire them. I'm going to bring in a lot of these cyber investigators. I want a lot of them. I want a few bounty hunters in our pocket, on our payroll. We need a few bounty hunters. So that way that if you decide to run, and if you decide not to show up in court, you can hire a bounty hunter to come get you. Because you should know better. You don't make these statements about people's companies. Would you like somebody to make a statement about you? Say somebody says something about you touching your kids. Say somebody started a rumor like that. Would you like that? You wouldn't like that, would you? That would make you very upset. And say you didn't do anything like that. Say you were very nice. You didn't do anything like that to your own kids. But somebody, somewhere, started a nasty rumor that you were this person. And this can cause a lot of damage. So what would you do? First thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to hire somebody to track down where it's coming from, the source of where it's coming from, and figure out exactly where that person's at. And once you do find out where that person's at, the next stage you're going to go, you're going to file criminal charges against them, because I know that's what you're going to do. And then after you file your criminal charge against them, then you're going to basically, you win that, because you win that with no problem, because you can do anything wrong, you should be good. So you win your case on that, and then the next stage is what? Lawsuits. So now you're suing that individual, because now you're going to pay for pain and suffering and everything else. You're going to pay for it all. So now you see what we're about to do to you. Now you have an understanding. So for those who hear me talk about this on my channel, as I said before, we have a group of individuals that we've been tracking for quite some time, and these people are being sued for a lot of money, and some of them are facing some very serious prison time. Especially McAfee. McAfee's facing 20. Oh, he's going to be over 20 years. Way over 20 years. Literally got McAfee doing an unboxing video and showing our name on a post office box, claiming that he ordered our product and got it from our company and did a fake receipt and took his picture next to the receipts. He's going to lose his home. Unfortunately, yeah, he's going to lose his home. There's no way around it. The lawsuits are too big. On top of that, mind you, once we sue you, that's us suing you. When you go to federal court and you basically get hit with a fraud charge, there's a fine you have to pay back to them, and that fine can be $500,000. So you got to pay them too. We're not the only ones going to get sued for this. You got fines coming up, so you got to pay those too. Some fines could reach up to $250,000. Some could be $500,000. Some could be $1 million. Ah, that's people's. Peoples. I gotta do a freaking video on this, short video on this, and get this done, and then get that short video, because I'm gonna do this, and I got some stuff I gotta do, because I gotta be out the door. Ugh. Yeah! Good. Good. Alright. Now, for the people that are going to be going through this process in life, I know you feel at the end of the day, this has nothing to do with hatred, man. This has to do with the fact that it's justice. Don't say things about people that are not true. You don't want people saying things about you that are not true, then don't say things about other people. And if you're ashamed that you guys really thought that you could hide behind your channels, look, let me tell you something. The technology we have here is our blessing from God. If I go to my Lord and say, Lord, I need to find these people, my Lord will seek and find every single one of you. Which he did. There's nowhere you can hide. The judgment's being passed on you, but we're being told that has to be done, you will go through this. There's no way to get around it. Now, let me see. I like my Tupperware top. We got a Tupperware projection screen. Should we get another one? Should we get a bigger one and coat over the top of it? Definitely get another one coat over top of it. That's pretty good. It's plastic too on top of that. Okie doke, people. Oakley dokely. I got to get out of here. I got to do a short video on this real quick. So let me grab a video for here. I'm going to do a short video on this. I think I'm going to go back to the other one and grab that one right there. A pretty hot video in here. Let me see. This is it. I want the other one. They have more color in it. Man, time goes quick. It was just... Well, we came in at 8 o'clock, that's why. We were at 8 o'clock here. But I had to set the other screen up over there. That is the easiest... Man, I'll tell you, Lord, it's amazing. He's going to give us the idea for the screen. He's gave us the idea. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, great, we did boxes. I bought this whole wooden frame system to do it. Man, it would have cost us $60. Literally, $60 to do the whole thing. That's it. And it's taped together. The thing is literally taped together. And when you pull it down, it folds up. Because it's taped together. It's like a little... It folds up. And when you put it up, it locks. The screens, it'll lock within each other. And it's freaking insane. I'm telling you. We did this, would have been so much easier. But, you know... Everything comes through trial and error, and the Lord does that. The Lord basically goes through, you learn things. I learned a lot of stuff in the process about building stuff. I was learning through the process, but this is our final form screen. Man, that was it. We just tape the panels together through the back, roll over top of them. The back is a roll, so the tape is black on the other side, so it seeps through, and voila. It was so easy to hang. There was no weight to it whatsoever. And you see what this thing looks like. I did the 235.1 last night to show that off before we left out. And I hit that one with the Christie over there. Man! I'm going to start doing this more often. This is much easier. And I got another one over there. There's two that folds in half. Oh, yeah. There's one over there. One right over there. This is when we taped in half. We taped. So it's taped right here, like this, and fold it, and then bam, fold it, bam, fold it, bam. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is cool. I'm taking this with me when I go on site. I'm taking this with me. So I'm gonna bring with me on site. Yeah. Those panels, man, they're cheap. Ah, those panels are so affordable. They're so cheap. So if you're interested, these are our gallons. These are our, oh yeah, and they come with the guarantee right there. Batch number verification guarantee, which means your product is tested. Ugh. Your product is tested right there. I don't know about other screen paints, but our products are all tested. But anyway, that's that batch number guarantee. These are orders going out. But anyway, yeah, batch number guarantee on the containers, always on the back. This is what our customers get. As I told you before, you've seen the demonstrations, man. My customers' demonstrations are literally better than those who sell product. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, we've got to pass him in over here, right, Taco? My Taco, my Casso. Ha ha ha. What's up, furry face? Oh, all right. Anybody check my phone real quick? Oh. All right, cool. All right, people. Thank you for your time, for stopping by. I got some business I got to take care of. I got to shoot my shorts off with this one right here. Want to get done with my shorts on this one. We'll show off the other screen over here on this one we just did on this. So that's the same thing, but we'll show it off on that one. You know, it's funny. I've been hanging screens for a very long time. Once you hang a screen for a very long time, you just know it's even. Like, I got them like, boom. They're even way all the way across. Do-do, 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 do-do. Yeah, because you do it so many times. Just got a feeling for it. Got a feeling in there how that screen's supposed to go. You don't use a leveler. I just don't use leveler. Just hang it up. Anyway, that being said, hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in the product, you know where to go. Boom! Check out our website. Our website is actually freaking amazing. And pretty soon, I told you that I'm buying that steam, the Valve steam, that cube. I'm getting it, and I'm going to be designing a special screen for it. It's going to be the SFEG. We haven't got a name for it. It's going to be an Apex technology, and it's going to be ultra black but transparent. Also, too, I got a pretty cool idea for our case builds, our PC case builds, our cubes too. I got a cool idea for that, but I can't say anything about it, people. We can't talk about it. We can't tell you anything about it, but it's going to be an awesome PC case. All right, people. Hope you enjoyed. Got to go. Thank you for your time, and God bless. And, of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because if it weren't for him, none of this would ever be possible. Got to go, and God bless.